This shocking footage was reportedly captured on December 22, 2024, in northern Brazil, showing the collapse of the Juscelino Kubitschek de Oliveira bridge. In the video, the central section of the bridge suddenly gives way without warning, as cars, trucks, and motorcycles are crossing. Within seconds, multiple vehicles fall into the river below, turning a normal day into a major disaster. Reports later confirmed that around 14 people lost their lives, and several others were reported missing. This alarming video was reportedly recorded in the city of Manhumiram, Brazil, near a busy highway junction. A large truck can be seen rolling downhill out of control toward the city center. According to preliminary reports, the driver lost control of the steering while descending toward the roundabout. The heavy vehicle continued moving through the intersection before finally coming to a stop on Rua Pirapitinga, a busy area of the city. Despite the terrifying moment and the risk of a major crash, no injuries were reported. Authorities later secured the area and began investigating the cause of the incident. This disturbing footage comes from Kigugwa town in Wakiso district, Uganda, along the busy Kampala-Bombo highway. The incident reportedly happened on October 22, 2024, at around 3 p.m. A fuel tanker traveling from Kampala toward Gulu suddenly lost control and overturned near the roadside, spilling fuel across the area. Moments later, several residents gathered around the tanker, attempting to collect the leaking fuel. But what happened next turned the situation into a disaster. According to local reports, the spilled fuel ignited suddenly, possibly from a nearby charcoal stove used by a roadside vendor. Within seconds, flames spread across the road and nearby buildings. Emergency teams rushed to the scene, but the fire had already caused devastating damage. Authorities later confirmed that multiple people lost their lives and many others were injured in the explosion. This tragic event is a stark reminder of how dangerous fuel tanker accidents can be. This dramatic footage was reportedly captured on May 18, 2024, at the Svay Rieng Provincial Court in Cambodia, near the border with Vietnam. That morning, a prison transport vehicle arrived carrying several inmates who were scheduled to appear in court on drug-related charges. Surveillance cameras show a woman waiting in the parking area. As the prisoners were being escorted out, she suddenly approached and handed a handgun to one of the inmates, believed to be her husband. The shocking moment created chaos, and 6 detainees managed to escape during the confusion. Authorities quickly launched a manhunt, and several suspects were later detained. The unusual rescue attempt quickly spread across social media, with many people comparing it to scenes from an action movie. This alarming footage was shared by safety authorities in Jiayuguan, China, on December 17, 2025, as a warning about construction site dangers. The video shows a steel processing area at a construction site, where a worker is standing inside the restricted lifting zone, while a crane is hoisting heavy steel pipes. During the lift, something suddenly goes wrong. The suspended pipes tilt to one side, and one of them falls and strikes the worker, turning a routine operation into a serious accident. Safety experts warn that lifting operations are complex and high risk, which is why workers are strictly prohibited from standing in crane operating areas. Similar incidents have occurred in China, including a crane accident in Guiyang in October 2025, where falling cargo struck several people. This shocking footage comes from São Paulo, Brazil, on the Raposo Tavares Highway during the morning rush hour on November 17, 2025. A city bus traveling toward São Paulo suddenly lost its braking system, leaving the driver unable to stop the vehicle. Security cameras show the bus plowing through traffic, crashing into multiple cars and motorcycles as it continues moving down the road. In total, the runaway bus collided with around 16 vehicles before finally stopping after hitting the gate of a nearby condominium. Emergency teams quickly arrived at the scene, and authorities reported at least 12 people were injured, though fortunately, most survived. The incident highlights how mechanical failures on busy highways can quickly turn into dangerous chain reaction crashes. This disturbing footage was reportedly captured in China and shows a tragic accident involving a construction truck. In the video, a truck carrying large concrete construction blocks is driving along a road. At the same moment, a pedestrian is walking past the vehicle. Suddenly, One of the heavy concrete blocks slides off the truck and falls onto the road, striking the person who was passing by. The accident happened within seconds, leaving almost no time to react. Incidents like this highlight the dangers of improperly secured construction materials during transport. This tragic incident reportedly occurred on May 2025 in Acoyapa, Chontales, Nicaragua. The victim, Marcos Daniel Garcia Mendoza, a 24-year-old worker, was on his first day of work. That evening, he and a group of workers were helping remove a submersible water pump from a well at a house in the La Palma sector. As they lifted the final metal pipe, it suddenly tilted and made contact with overhead high-voltage power lines. The contact caused a powerful electric shock. Reports say Marcos lost his life, while several other workers suffered burns and some were left unconscious. Incidents like this highlight the dangers of working near live electrical lines without proper safety planning and training.
Mira la piñata. Cuidado se cae, que la tire, que la tire, que la tire. No fue.
This tragic incident reportedly occurred on March 22, 2026, in Bac Ninh Province, Vietnam, at a wood processing workshop. The victim, Tran Thi Lan, a 40-year-old worker, was operating near a wood chipper machine early in the morning. At around 7:35 a.m., she was suddenly pulled into the machine's conveyor system during the processing operation. A nearby co-worker quickly tried to help, but the situation escalated within seconds, leaving no time to prevent the outcome. Local authorities later arrived and launched an investigation into the cause of the accident. This incident highlights the serious risks of working with industrial machinery without strict safety controls and awareness.